What's up, FlickPop fam? We're kicking things off with a major political showdown. Arnold Schwarzenegger is sounding the alarm, calling California Governor Gavin Newsom's latest ballot proposal insane, and warning that it will take power away from people. This is a big one, folks, and we've got all the details you need to know. And speaking of Arnold Schwarzenegger, things are getting personal. Actress Miriam Margolyes is making some explosive claims, saying Arnold Schwarzenegger farted loudly and malevolently right in her face. We'll get into the juicy details of this bizarre encounter and what Margolyes had to say about it. The political fireworks continue as we dive into the heart of California's redistricting battle. Arnold Schwarzenegger is not just opposing Governor Gavin Newsom's Proposition 50, he's actively urging voters to reject it, arguing it undermines democratic principles. We'll break down exactly what this ballot measure entails and why Schwarzenegger believes it's a step backward. We've got all this and more coming up. From political clashes to unexpected celebrity anecdotes, FlickPop is your go-to for the stories that matter. Make sure you're subscribed and ring that notification bell so you don't miss a single second of the action. Arnold Schwarzenegger declares Newsom's ballot plan insane. Former California Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger has launched a strong attack against Governor Gavin Newsom's proposed ballot initiative, Proposition 50. Schwarzenegger is vehemently opposing the plan, stating it's a move that will take power away from people, and labeling the entire proposal as insane. The core of the controversy lies in Proposition 50, which, if passed, would allow for the temporary redrawing of California's congressional maps for the 2026, 2028, and 2030 elections. Schwarzenegger argues that this measure, backed by Democrats, undermines the independent redistricting process and is a dangerous step backward for democracy. He pointed out the irony of fighting against perceived political manipulation by employing similar tactics, famously stating, "Two wrongs don't make a right." Schwarzenegger's public opposition has ignited a firestorm of discussion, with many questioning the long-term implications for California's political landscape and democratic integrity. Analysts are closely watching the public's reaction and how this high-profile clash between two prominent political figures will influence voter sentiment as the election approaches. Don't go anywhere, because the drama is just heating up. Next, we'll uncover a hilarious and shocking claim from Miriam Margolyes about Arnold Schwarzenegger himself. Miriam Margolyes claims Arnold Schwarzenegger farted malevolently in her face. In a truly unexpected turn of events, veteran actress Miriam Margolyes has shared a rather pungent anecdote involving action superstar Arnold Schwarzenegger. Margolyes, known for her roles in Harry Potter and The Age of Innocence, claims that Schwarzenegger once farted loudly, purposefully, and malevolently directly into her face. The incident reportedly occurred on the set of the 1999 film End of Days, where both actors were working together. Margolyes, who is releasing her new memoir, The Little Book of Miriam, recounted the story with a mix of humor and disbelief. She mentioned forgiving Schwarzenegger recently after hearing him speak out against Trump, showing her candid and forgiving nature despite the outrageous alleged transgression. This revelation has sent ripples of amusement and shock across social media, with fans debating the veracity and humor of the claim. Many are eagerly anticipating more candid stories from Margolyes' new book, highlighting her reputation for unfiltered honesty and a life filled with unforgettable experiences. And the stories about Arnold just keep coming. Get ready for a deep dive into the political battle shaping California's future next. Schwarzenegger battles Newsom over California redistricting. It is insane. Former California Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger has become a vocal opponent of Governor Gavin Newsom's Proposition 50, a ballot measure aimed at redrawing the state's congressional maps. Schwarzenegger is not holding back, publicly urging voters to reject the proposal, which he describes as insane and a direct threat to democratic principles. Proposition 50 seeks to temporarily override the state constitution, allowing Democrats to redraw U.S. House maps for the upcoming 2026, 2028, and 2030 elections. This move is seen as a direct response to Republican-led redistricting efforts in states like Texas initiated after President Donald Trump called for such actions to benefit the GOP. Schwarzenegger argues that while the intention might be to counter political maneuvering, the method itself is fundamentally undemocratic, stating, "We have to fight Trump to become Trump." He believes this approach moves California backward. Schwarzenegger's strong stance has sparked considerable debate among political commentators and the public. Many are weighing the merits of Newsom's proposed temporary fix against Schwarzenegger's defense of established democratic processes. The outcome of this ballot measure could significantly impact California's political representation for years to come. But the political drama doesn't end there. We're wrapping up with a quick look at the escalating tensions and what it all means for the upcoming elections. Schwarzenegger slams Newsom's redistricting plan as insane, urges rejection. Former California Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger is taking a firm stand against Governor Gavin Newsom's Proposition 50, a ballot initiative that would allow for the temporary redrawing of the state's congressional district maps. Schwarzenegger has publicly denounced the proposal, calling it insane and a move that undermines democratic principles, urging voters to cast their ballots against it. The initiative, championed by Newsom and Democrats, aims to create new congressional district maps for the 2026, 2028, and 2030 elections, overriding the current maps drawn by an independent commission. This move is largely seen as a response to Republican-led redistricting efforts in other states, particularly Texas, following a call from President Donald Trump. Schwarzenegger criticizes this tit-for-tat approach, asserting that two wrongs don't make a right, and that fighting political manipulation with similar tactics is not the answer for democracy. Schwarzenegger's vocal opposition has intensified the public discourse surrounding Proposition 50. Analysts are dissecting the potential impacts on California's political landscape, with many community leaders and voters expressing concern over the measure's implications for fair representation and democratic integrity. The debate highlights a critical juncture for California's electoral process. And that's a wrap on today's top stories. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more. All right, FlickPop fans, that was a rapid-fire rundown of today's hottest news. We saw Arnold Schwarzenegger clash with Gavin Newsom over a controversial ballot plan, heard Miriam Margolyes' wild story about Arnold farting in her face, and dove deep into the heated redistricting debate. Don't miss out on any of the action. Hit that like button, subscribe to FlickPop, ring the notification bell so you're always in the loop, and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And for even more exclusive content, follow us on all our social media channels.